Hello my gen friends, George the nice smelling gentleman is with you again, and it's time for another video, and today we're gonna take a look at the Armaf's Odyssey Homme. So as you can see, the bottle design is pretty much the same as the Odyssey Homme White Edition, apart from the fact that here you have a all black bottle including the cap, and the bottle itself. The style is the same goofy style of bottle, looking like a coffee cup or thermos. So I'm not gonna talk too much about the bottle design again. The main difference between this and the white edition is the fact that, at least on my bottle, the cap goes a lot more snugly on the bottle compared to the white edition. But other than that, it's pretty much the same bottle design in a different color. Now let's talk about the smell. But before we do that, let's quickly go through the main notes of this fragrance as they're listed in Fragrantica. So this fragrance is supposed to have vanilla, amber, leather, some spices, and iris. And to be honest with you, the reason I got this fragrance in the first place is the iris notes, because I'm a big time iris lover. So yeah, let's spray it and see how it actually smells. As you can see, the atomizer is pretty decent. It puts a nice amount of juice when you spray it. So let's put this to the side. Give it a few seconds for the alcohol to go off, because with those Middle Eastern, Arabic style of fragrances, they have quite a lot of alcohol in them, so you have to wait for the first few seconds for the alcohol to evaporate before you actually start to feel the real smell of the fragrance itself. And yeah, so when you first spray it, you can definitely pick up the ambery and the vanilla. I think probably the vanilla is the main accord of this fragrance. And as the fragrance starts to settle down on your skin and goes into the into the middle and the base notes, the vanilla stays, so it's pretty linear in its performance. And the amber and the slight powderness also stays with you throughout the whole life of the fragrance. Now, as far as the iris goes, I cannot say that it's very pronounced. I mean, it's there, but it's slightly different type of iris. It's more sweet. It's not as powdery and as lipsticky as it is in, let's say, the Dior Homme Intense or the Valentino Uomo. Yeah, but it's definitely there. Now, I've seen people compare this fragrance to the big, iris hitters, the big three iris hitters, the Gentleman from Givenchy, the Gentleman EDP, the Valentino Uomo Intense, and the Dior Homme Intense. Now, to be honest, I can't say that I pick up too much similarities between the Armaf Odyssey and the Valentino Uomo and the Dior Homme Intense. Now, on the deeper dry down, I could see some distant resemblance to the Givenchy Gentleman EDP. But as with the Odyssey Homme White Edition, I don't think that Armaf this time they went for like trying to clone another fragrance. I think they were inspired by fragrances such as the big known iris fragrances like Dior Homme Intense, Valentino Uomo Intense, and Givenchy Gentleman EDP, but they didn't go for cloning it. I think they were heavily inspired by those fragrances. But yeah, all in all, it's a very nice fragrance. I like the way it smells. It's more unisex than strictly male fragrance, at least in my opinion. I think that women can also wear this without any problem. Yeah, so it is sweet. It has vanilla, it has amber, it has some leather accords and some iris accords. So if you like sweet fragrances, you'll probably sweet and vanilla, you'll probably like this one. So now let's talk about performance. For me, the Odyssey Homme from Armaf has been a pretty decent performing fragrance. On my skin, I get about 8 to 9 hours of longevity, with the first hour and a half having a pretty decent projection. After that, start to become a skin scent and stays on the skin for about up to 8 to 9 hours. Of course, if you put it on the clothes, you'll definitely extend the life of the fragrance. You'll definitely feel the fragrance and smell the fragrance the following day. So on clothes, it has a pretty nice staying power. Now, as far as the price goes, I picked up this for 20 euros. So I'm based in Europe, and here the Odyssey Homme, both the black and the white fragrance, the Odyssey Homme and the Odyssey Homme White Edition, they go roughly for the same price, 20 to 25 euros, which is a pretty decent price for what you get. It's a 100 milliliter size bottle, EDP concentration. As far as usage goes, I think it's more of a winter and fall fragrance, winter and fall time fragrance. You can use it in the summer as long as it's not very hot, or maybe like in summer nights. It's more of a nighttime fragrance than daytime, but it's not very heavy, so you can use it throughout the day as well, as long as you don't go very heavy with the trigger. As I said, for me this is more unisex than strictly male fragrance, but I see why men can enjoy this fragrance as well. My score for this should be like somewhere around 7.5 out of 10. You get decent performance, you get nice smelling sweet fragrance, vanilla, amber, with some touch of iris, for the price of what, 20-25 euros. I think it's a no-brainer pretty much. And so those were my thoughts on the Odyssey Homme fragrance from the house of Armaf. As I said, pretty decent fragrance with good price, nice performance, decent projection. For 25 euros, I think it's a no-brainer. You can safely go with this. I hope that you liked my video. If you did, consider giving it a like, subscribe, and I hope to see you again in my next video. Bye bye.